Okay, this is now my Sprint 1 retrospective. In this, I'm going to talk about what went well, what didn't go well in Sprint 1, lessons that I learned in Sprint 1, and what I could have improved in Sprint 2. Okay, or what I'm going to. Okay, so what went well? Um, so I was able to make the images and everything for my game. That went decent. Like that wasn't hard. What was hard was understanding that they needed to be smaller, or better yet, it slipped my mind. Like just the very simple um, information that obviously if my game is only this size that the images have to be pixels smaller, and because I saw them as small in visually, I didn't grasp the concept that they need to be smaller pixely. So that's why that took me an hour and 25 when it really should have only took me 30 minutes. Or they loaded, it's not that I didn't load, but I count this as like uploaded and them working because they didn't work, so it doesn't count. But now they do, so that took me a while. The only reason why my excuse me, my skeleton key took me a while is because one, I'm a slow typer, and two, well, I'm not a slow typer. It's just I'm more guessing check, so I'll go back and fix things, and then it's a long progress with me. So it shouldn't have taken me 2 hours and a half, but it took me 2 hours and 15. But I reviewed it, so yeah, 30. And then I put done, but it's really, like I said in my review, I keep going back to it and changing it. So it is done, but it really should be in progress. But if I end up not having to change anything in this because of these, then it is done. So that's why left it as done. Something that did give me a hassle and is still currently giving me a hassle is my congratulations screen isn't working. So I don't remember if in my review I demonstrated if it won, what happened when you win or what happened when you lose. I think I showed when you lose. My lose screen does work. I think the reason why my congratulations screen doesn't work is because it needs to be up here with game law one, and then I need to, instead of having start game, I need to have this as um go to have it go back to my display screen to start again. So I gotta figure out how to get that to work. Also, I think my timer's a little off. um Sometimes when I start the game it'll time down fine, but then I'll start the game again. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Then sometimes when I start the game it'll skip two numbers and then it'll finally regular out. So I'm trying to see if that's just the system running, or if that's a mess up in my code. um I did have to download all of these, import minim for it to download my music files. I had to look that up online to figure out how that worked, but it ended up being really useful for me to install the noise to all the things. I didn't really struggle on Hammer. Oh no, Hammer. Okay, so I did want to talk about Hammer. So if you noticed in my first playthrough, um, my hammer does change colors. So it starts off with the original image, and then I went ahead and made it, I believe, green in level 2 and then blue in level 3. It took me a while to figure that out. I figured out that I wanted to use a switch case to do so, and that helped me install the timer. So it was killing two birds with one stone. As of now, it works. My only plight with it is that it's not big enough. I'll change these and it doesn't enlarge it. I think it has to do with the size of my image. So that'll take some goofing around with, to be honest. Um, then also I have to install the instructions on my start screen. That will be done. That's not a hassle. I have to fix my congratulations screen. And then one thing I was trying to figure out, but I just didn't, I couldn't. So I ended up using race car, or I think I used vertical ball for the up and down of the moles and the bunnies. Well, no, the up of the bunnies, because I couldn't. Better yet, I figured out afterwards. but like it just seemed like it was too too. I couldn't grasp the concept of creating a thing and having it come through it because that felt like 3D. So instead, I just went with them going like race cars up because my moles, there was no way for me to create one, the image of the hole in the ground, and then two, the image of the mole coming out of the hole through the hole. Does that make sense? That just seemed way too complicated. Like I kept looking up the code and it didn't make sense to me, so I couldn't write it out. Like it didn't make sense for me to write it out or explain it, so I just didn't use it. So this was my compromise on how I would have gotten the most to work. Like honestly, if you're going fast, it ends up being whack a mole anyways because you put it at the bottom of the screen. So that is that. And yes, things I'm gonna change moving forward. Onto sprint two. That'll be. I apologize. I'm trying to make sure I have what I need to do. Um, sprint two. I still need to correct a lot of. Oh, I still haven't fixed this. I'm so sorry. Um, in sprint two, I have to fix a lot of the screens. I believe I already said this. If I have, I'm gonna clip this off. So that'll be it.